Hello everyone. As you know that due to lockdown we are lagging behind in our studies. So today I am here to start the first chapter of class 7th, which is plant nutrition for the subject science. So first of all you should know what is the meaning of nutrition. Nutrition is simply the type of energy which is stored into the food materials. It may be stored into it in the form of the chemical energy, and to release this energy we required some process. So to release this stored energy, the food is first converted into soluble in smaller particles, and this process is called nutrition. The various components like carbohydrates, vitamins, proteins, etc. are very important for our body. So these particles or components is called nutrients. Do you know that plants are also a living organism, and they also require some type of structure or method to transport the food or water material into their system. So plants make their own food. As you know that plants basically make their own food by the process of photosynthesis. We will discuss about this process later. But humans and animals, they are dependent on plant. They don't make food on their own. So they are related to each other, or you can say that human and plant are directly or indirectly dependent on each other. Now we discuss the next topic, which is mode of nutrition. Mode of nutrition means what are the modes or what are the process by which plant take their nutrition. So on the basis, it can be classified into two parts. First is autotrophs and second is heterotrophs. First of all, we will discuss about autotrophic nutrition. The plants or the green plants, which are only organisms that can prepare on their own food. The plants which can prepare their own food are called basically autotrophs, with the help of carbon dioxide, water and sunlight. And the energy for preparing food is obtained from sunlight. This process is called photosynthesis. Again I am repeating, when the plants take carbon dioxide, water and other energy or sunlight to make their own food, this process is termed as photosynthesis. As you can see, the leaves on the plants are of green color. So the question arises that why they are green in color? What is the reason behind that? So basically they have chloroplast in themselves, and chloroplast contains green pigment in them, which is called chlorophyll. What is the use of chlorophyll? What do chlorophyll do? It basically traps the energy of the sunlight into them, which means leaves have energy in themselves, through which it will be transported to all parts of the plants. Carbon dioxide is absorbed by the tiny pores on the surface of the leaves, which is called stomata. What is the stomata? Stomata are the small pores which are present on the leaves, and through which energy is absorbed like water and minerals, and which is transported to all over the system in the plants. Water and minerals are transported on the leaves by the vessels which run like pipe system in the whole plant. Basically, water and minerals are transported by leaves. They form a continuous path or passage for the nutrients to reach the leaf. Using the energy from the sun, a reaction takes place, which is already given into your book. This reaction is basically what? It is the photosynthesis process. It is written as 6CO2 plus 6H2O in the presence of sunlight and chlorophyll, which means the food cannot be prepared without sunlight and chlorophyll. Above arrow and below arrow there are two words written, sunlight and chlorophyll, which is very, very important for this process, for photosynthesis process. And after this, what we will get? Glucose and oxygen. What is glucose? Glucose, which contains carbohydrate, is the ultimate source of starch, which means it will be later converted into starch. So to carry out photosynthesis, chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide and water are essential. So from all this discussion you came to know that to carry out the process of photosynthesis, 4 important things should be there. For example, chlorophyll, sunlight, carbon dioxide and water are the essential things to prepare food in plants. It is the unique process on the earth, and it is a very unique process on the earth. So solar energy is captured by the green leaves and stored in the form of food. And sun is the ultimate source of all the living organism. So once again, I want to give a very brief explanation to this all. So autotrophic means self-nutrishment, which means the plants which make their own food with the help of sunlight, water, etc. are known as autotrophic nutrition, and those plants are termed as autotrophs. So this is now it for today. We will discuss heterotrophic nutrition in the next lecture. Thank you.